पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महागण्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने अवततिषे नमः। अनन्तमानन्दं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। जयतां सततोर्मङ्गो आनन्दमतेर्गति न सर्वस्वानदां भोजो राधामदनमोहनो दिव्यवृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमाः श्रीमद्रत्नागारसिंहासनस्थो श्रीमद्राधाशीलगोविन्ददेवो कृष्णाविविष्टेभ्यमानमस्मरामि। श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भी वंशीवटकस्थितः हर्षं वेणो समेत गोपीः गोपीनाथः श्रीस्वरः तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So, I'm happy to see all of you again for the English Sunday program. It was started quite a number of years back. Then somehow Corona came, then the enthusiasm was lost. So at last it restarted this program, a very important program. Because Srila Prabhupada wanted educated people to take up Krishna consciousness, and those in India educated in English, and they would like to hear in English. So English program is a very important program, and we have restarted, and I hope this continues. Not only this continues, the attendance increases, the momentum takes higher and higher, and also enthusiasm also goes higher and higher, by which young children who are connected to our programs, when they grow up, they will have a platform to associate with like-minded devotees. So this is not Jagannath season now. Stanyatra is coming, and after Stanyatra, Yavatiyatra, Kundicha Marjan, all these festivals are going to come. So we'll take this Jagannath Yavatiyatra as a subject. Now, Jagannath is a very important form of the Lord for all of us, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spent 18 years in Jagannath. He manifested the topmost emotions of our spiritual existence in Jagannath. The purpose for which Krishna came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was shown by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath. Last 18 years, final pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu happened in Jagannath. At the manifest age of 30 to 48, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested 48 years of pastimes, manifest pastimes. Of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes are eternal, but there are some pastimes which are known as Prakata, other is known as Aprakata. So, Aprakata Leela is eternal, going on. But Prakata Leela of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is for 48 years. Out of his last 18 years are his Jagannath. And in between also he was there. He came from Navadvip, stayed in Jagannath for a few months, then went for South India tour, came back, stayed for a year or so, and then went to Vrindavan, North India tour, and then came back. And after he came back, of course in between he had a Bengal tour also. And in the last 18 years, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has stayed in Jagannath. And whenever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had darshan of Jagannath, so he had a darshan of Jagannath. He did not see Jagannath as Jagannath, he saw him as Shyam Sundar. So Gaudiya Vaishnavas, when they go and see Jagannath, so they also see Jagannath not as Jagannath, but they see him as Shyam Sundar. Now, the general meaning of the word Jagannath is Jagat ke Nath, Sara Jagat ke Nath. Even when we hear the name of Jagannath, our understanding of the name of Jagannath is not Jagannath. Jagat ke Nath. It is different. How is it different? When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has darshan of Jagannath, he is looking at Shyam Sundar. Now when we address Jagannath as Jagannath, is not Jagat ke Nath. Very interesting. What is that interesting feature behind the name Jagannath when we address him Jagannath? In what mood are we addressing Jagannath as Jagannath? Of course, simple, Sara Jagat ke Nath. He is the master, Nath, the Lord, the husband of the entire world. So that is only the external meaning. It is something called internal meaning. When you say the names of Krishna, there are different kinds of names of Krishna. There are some names of Krishna who are known as the Gauna Nam. There are some names of Krishna known as Mukhya Nam. So Gauna Nam is what? Secondary names of Krishna. The names like Srishtikarta, Paramatma, Jagadodhara, Jagannivasa. All these things are names of secondary names. Names of Krishna in connection with what? This word. That is called secondary names. Now there are primary names of Krishna. The primary names of Krishna are like Krishna himself, Yashodanandan, Nandanandan, Radhika Ramana, Madan Mohan, Radha Govinda. These are all the primary names of Krishna. So within the primary names of Krishna, Lakshmipati, there are primary names of Krishna. There are two categories. One is Aishwarya Pradhan, other is known as Madhurya Pradhan. Aishwarya Pradhan means what? Lakshmipati, Vaikuntanath. These are what? Aishwarya. Other names are what? Radha Kanta, Gopika Kanta, Yashodanandan, Nandanandan. What are they? They are Madhurya. So they are the names of Krishna in Vrindavan. The Rajavasis, they address Krishna in these ways. But within the Madhura Nams of Krishna, there are names which are very special, which is connected to Srimati Radharani in the Gopis. They are the names of Krishna with Sringara Rasa, Madhava, like that. Madhava, and Sringara Rasa means connected to the Gopis. Gopika Kanta, Radha Kanta, Rajendra. Rajendra is another name of Krishna, where he is son, Vatsalyana. So like that, basically there are Gaunanama and Mukhyana. Now I'll ask you a question. Gaunanama means what? Those names of Krishna which are connected to the world. In his connection, in relation to the world. Karanadaksha Vishnu. Which name is it? No, because his purpose is to create this world, maintain this world. Paramatma is what? God. Now tell me, Jagannath, which name is this? Gauna means secondary, because Jagat means this world, and Nath means the Lord of this world, the Lord of the universe. The Lord of the universe, He is coming. Rathayatra we had last year there post. He is coming. He means Jagannath. So people say it is Gaunanam or it is an Aishwaryanam. But it has some speciality in it. This name was given to Krishna by Srimati Radharani. Since this name is given by Srimati Radharani, though it externally seems to be a Gauna, but it is actually a Mukhya Naam. Within Mukhya, it is Madhura Naam. It is Madhura Pradhan, Madhurya Pradhan, because Srimati Radharani kept this name. Then now you may say, why did Srimati Radharani kept this Gauna Naam for Krishna? Jagannath. So this has to be understood. That is how Rath Yatra comes to the picture. Now we know why Rath Yatra happens. The reason for Rath Yatra is Srimati Radharani looking at Krishna, she became angry. Hearing from Krishna, she became angry. This is what happened in Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra, the Surya Grahan was there, and for Surya Grahan, people had come from Mathura, Dwaraka, and also people had come from Vrindavan. So Krishna and all the queens and all the entourage of Krishna, they had all come from Dwaraka to Kurukshetra. Here, the Brajavasis also had come to Kurukshetra. So they are all staying in different camps. Then what happened? Krishna came to know, oh, my father and mother are there. Yashoda and the Brajavasis are come, so he went to meet them. So Yashoda and Nanda were sitting in a tent. And Krishna entered. At that time, Krishna was more than 100 years old. Of course, he is Shyam Sundar. Now Yavanan. When he entered into the camp, in the tent, he saw Nandamala and Yashoda. And he went and sat in the lap of Yashoda. And what is this? How can you do that? Now, as soon as a child grows up, as a 5, 6, 7-year-old, he goes and sits in the lap of the mother. But he becomes 25-year-old, will he do that? What will happen to the lap? Just imagine. This old lady. Krishna is more than 100. Just went, ran and sat in the lap of Yashoda. And from the breast of Yashoda, milk started flowing out of it, out of excess, out of Vatsalya. So Krishna, what did he do? He wiped the tears of Yashoda, Nanda Maharaja. He consoled them, told, as much as you are experiencing separation from me, here I was experiencing the same separation from me. This way went on and on. Consoled them. When he came out of the tent, he met his friends, Bal. Now they are no more Bal. they are not Balakas now, they are now old people. So Krishna remembered all his past times, how he played with them, went and embraced them. So Vatsalya Rasa devotees are satisfied and Sakya Rasa devotees are satisfied. Then Krishna went to meet the gopis. So he met gopis in a Rahasthana, in a secret place. So when he met in a secret place, all the gopis, they were crying, profusely crying in separation from Krishna. Such a profusely they are crying, Krishna, he felt Kurukshetra, crying. Then he remembered Arjuna, Kurukshetra, and he was crying. Then he thought, what made Arjuna stop crying? What did he do? He spoke Bhagavad Gita. Yes. Now, gopis are also crying, and I speak Bhagavad Gita. To make a person stop crying, you speak Bhagavad Gita. Somebody is crying, Father left the body, Papa. Then you go and take Bhagavad Gita and say, which Papa are you talking about? Are you talking about that? Which life's Papa? Papas are going to become many lives also. So, you tell them, so I have many Papas or what? Yes, because you have done Papas in the previous life, you got and since you have done some Papas in this life, you have another Papa in the next life. Oh, I got my Papa because of Papas. So let me stop doing Papas or something like that. You can speak something in the Bhagavad Gita. If somebody is crying, you can speak something eternally to the soul. The body is temporary. and he go on talking about it. He stopped praying. Arjuna stopped praying. He started fighting. So then Krishna thought the gopis are also praying. So let me see Bhagavad Gita. Then he told the gopis, the world is temporary. In this world, you see rivers. In the river, sometimes the bamboos or the sticks fall down. Sometimes they come together, and then after some time they separate. In the same way, we got together in our childhood, we loved each other, and after some time we separated. It is the nature of this world. Why are you crying? This body is temporary, the soul is eternal. Then gopis, some gopis, on the side of the Chandravati, they became very humble. And some gopis on the side of Radharani, they became very angry. There are two kinds of gopis, two bhavas. One is known as Mama Bhava, other is known as Dakshina Bhava. Dakshina Bhava means what? That is the rightist mood, that is, become humble, very sober, hearing to Krishna. Other one is that of Mama Bhava, that is the leftist mood. They become very angry because he is so possessed with Krishna. Now Krishna is talking, what? Something Bhagavad Gita. He is talking about Vairagya, he is talking about so many wonderful things. But still, the gopis on the side of Srimati Radharani, they became very angry, especially Srimati Radharani became very. Then the anger comes, you become angry, that is one step, one level of anger. But when the anger becomes too much, at that time you act very humble. And when you are very humble, you act very humbly, and then what you do? You speak in a sarcastic way. You speak in a sarcastic way. Then Radharani came to Krishna and told him, now you are Gopinath, you are Radhanath. Acha, now you become Jagannath, huh? What? You become what? Jagannath. So that is how Jagannath got his name. When Srimati Radharani, in her anger, when she sarcastically addressed Krishna as what? So in this way, this name Jagannath, though it seems to be what? Gaudanath, but actually it is what? Not only Mukhyanam, it is the topmost of Mukhyanam. Because Radharani in the loving anger, in Mama Bhava, in Mana Bhava, what is she doing? She addressed Krishna as Jagannath. So the name of Jagannath is also very special. When we address Lord Jagannath, we are not saying, oh, you are the Lord of the universe, you are coming and so on. So that is the speciality which Jagannath also feels when he is addressed by the gopis. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when they see Jagannath, they worship Jagannath, they worship and their darshan of Jagannath, their mood in which they worship Jagannath, it's all totally transcendental, different. He is so captivated by the loving affairs of the gopis. So in fit of anger, Radharani, she addresses Krishna in a very beautiful verse. Externally it is what? It is talking about our humility. But internally it is full of anger. That is the verse found in Srimad Bhagavatam, where it is quoted in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he describes that verse. Ahuschate nalidanava padara vindam yogeshware divchintya agada bodhi sansara gopatito taranavalam geham nishavne sudhya sadhana. So this verse is found in Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 82nd chapter. The last verse is the 48th verse. Ahuschate nridhanavapadara vindam yogeshware vichintyanagata bodhi sansara gopatito taranavalam geham nishavne sudhya sadhana. So Chaitanya Charitamrita is actually a description or nothing but the explanation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Especially certain verses of Bhagavatam which could not be explained by Sukadeva Swami. Because if he explains, then you would not go further. You would experience an ecstatic emotion that he has quoted in the story. So where Krishna, Radharani is speaking this verse. Ahushchate Nulina Padmaravindam Hey Nulina Abha. Actually she is saying with great humility. Some people say that a lotus came to your navel and Brahma appeared. We are not going to such a big man. We played with you, we joked with you, we fought with you. Sometimes we tied you to the tree and then started beating you also. Now we came to know you are a big man. So externally what is being shown? Lot of humility. We are a big man. Do you remember those days? Krishna told these gopis that, see, my charanakamalas, my lotus feet, yogis meditate on it and become very peaceful. You also meditate. So Krishna told, you also meditate. Gopi said, what is it? Meditate on your lotus feet. Meditate on. You forgot Gopi Geet? And the Gopi Geet, what he spoke? Last verse. Yette sujata charanam durham staneshu dhita chani. Krishna, you don't remember, but we remember. In that Gopi Geet, last verse he told, we are suffering separation from you. We are experiencing extreme pain in separation from you. So much of separation experiencing from you. But what is the use of expressing our separation, pain of separation? We are not bothered about our pain of separation. We are bothered about your feet. Now you were dancing with us without wearing chappal. You know padukas, you are dancing. And you left us. And you left, you are not wearing any padukas. And now in the forest, what are they? They are pebbles, they are kalapasha, there are some stones, there are thorns. And they will pain your feet. And thinking that your feet are experiencing the pain, we are suffering. That is why at least to relieve yourself of the suffering, please come. And keep your lotus feet on your breast. And you are going to keep your lotus feet on your breast, immediately you feel, oh, your feet are sujata. They are very komala, very, very beautiful. Sujata. Itte sujata. And that lotus feet, maybe your breasts are too hard to actually, for you, your feet may pain. So bhita, you are afraid. Shanaihi, so you keep your feet very slowly, don't hard. So this is how the gopis are expressing their love for Krishna in the Gopi Geet. And now Radharani is reminding Krishna. You remember, our attitude towards the lotus feet is so much with love and affection. And you say meditate. Then Krishna became very, very soft and told, oh, Radhi, just to see. No, I'm afraid of you. Now there is no viraha, everything is fine. Then Radharani becomes more happy. And she says, yes, you are the same Krishna and I am the same Radharani. But the place is not the same. Place is not the same. Now, come. Where? Vrindavan. Because you are the same Krishna and the same Radharani. But if the place is not Vrindavan, the same loving affairs cannot be experienced. So, come to Vrindavan. So immediately, Radharani catches hold of the hand of Krishna and she drags him to Vrindavan. Geham jusham dhachalo. So this verse has to be explained. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing and dancing in ecstasy in front of her. And all of a sudden he started chanting this verse. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began chanting this verse. Only Swarup Damar will understand the meaning of this verse. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted this verse and started explaining this verse with Abhinaya, with all the mudras. Jagannath is there in front of Jagannath And Mahaprabhu is standing and then doing the Abhinaya mudras. He started explaining this verse. Not just this one verse. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are so many verses from the Bhagavatam which are quoted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself explains. Because nobody else can explain the secret nature of these verses other than Srimati Radharani herself. Because this verse was spoken by Srimati Radharani. Ahustate Radhinarvadharvindam Yogeshwari Radhinarvadharvindam Sansara Gopri Gotra Navanam. Gopi said, Krishna, what do you say? We are following the sansara. We have no sansara. All sansara is gone. When he played the flute, we all came running towards him. He left everything and came. Where is samsara? Yes, we are drowning, not in samsara sagara. It is viraha sagara. We are drowning in viraha, ocean of separation. And Krishna told us, I am there here in front of you. Oh, no, it's not going to work. You have to come. So this verse was spoken by Srimati Radharani. And who can explain this verse? Only Srimati Radharani can explain this verse. So do they explain those verses in the Srimad Bhagavatam, which could not be explained by anybody else other than Srimati Radharani? Krishna took the mood of Radharani and came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to give these verses. So that is the speciality of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Charitamrita is nothing but the explanation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Even Bhagavatam, which has spoken these verses are spoken, but the bhava within it are very much concealed. Since the bhava are very much concealed, and who can explain these bhavas? Only those who spoke verses can explain. That is why Krishna, in the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, taking the mood of Srimati Radharani, came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and explained these verses. So, in very simple and wonderful Bengali songs, this verse has been explained by Radharani herself, because Jagannath is there on the Rath, is Krishna, and same Krishna in the mood of Radharani is there dancing in front of Jagannath as Chaitanya. Chaitanya is there, Radharani, and there Krishna is there. Now Radharani is explaining the same verse in Bengali in front of Jagannath. So let us see what those explanations are. Anyera Hridayamana Moramana Vrindavana Mane Mane Kakari Jhani Ta Tomara Padadvaya Karahayadi Udaya Tabe Mara Purna Kripamani. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu speaking in the mood of Srimati Radharani, what he says, that for most of the people, the mind and the heart are one. Anyera Hridayamana Moramana Vrindavana. Moramana Vrindavana. For some, mind and heart are one for people. For me, mind is Vrindavan. Moramana Vrindavana. My mind can never be separated from Vrindavan, because Mone Eka Kori Jani. My mind and Vrindavan are one and the same. That is why there is no king of Vrindavan, it's only queen of Vrindavan. Srimati Radharani, she is the queen of Vrindavan. That is why she is known as Radhe Vrindavaneshwari. Now my mind is already Vrindavan. My mind is Vrindavan. Tahara Tumara Padatoya Kara Udaya. So as long as your lotus feet don't erase in Vrindavan, that means in my mind, then Tabe Tumara Kripa Purna Kripa Mani. When your lotus feet erase in Vrindavan, that means when your lotus feet actually comes to Vrindavan, that is the time I understand that full Kripa is there. So then only full mercy is understood. Otherwise, staying here in Kurukshetra, your mercy is not completely manifest, because in Kurukshetra, not possible. All the pastime which happens in Vrindavan is not possible. Then she further says, Prananatha Sunoma Satya Nivedan. Hey Prana Krishna, Sunoma Satya Nivedan. You please listen to my Satya Nivedan, my Mona Satya Nivedan, truthful submission. Vrajayamana Sadana Taha Toda Sangame Na Paile Na Rahe Jivana. If I don't get your association in Vraja, it is impossible for me to keep up my life. It is very difficult to keep up my life. So if you see these verses, even the explanation also, they are also again double meaning. What is double meaning? One is with great humility. Other one is what? A great anger. Oh, Krishna, he said that, oh, I am here now, what is the problem? You are there, I am here, let's have the pastimes. Then she says, what do you think? Is it possible to have pastimes in Kurukshetra? It is not possible to have pastimes in Kurukshetra. It is not. You have to come to Vrindavan for that. There is no other place where these Madhuri Rasa pastimes can be really reached other than Vrindavan itself. Now, she remembers, Purvya Buddha Dvare, Eka Sakshat Amara, Yoga Gane Kaira Upai, Tumi Vidartha Tripamai, Jana Amara Hraday, Morai Che Kahite Nahuya. So she says, Krishna, that before, Purvya means long time back, formerly, you sent Uddhava from on the way to Dwaraka. Krishna said, Uddhava, controller said Uddhava and Uddhava go. I am experiencing extreme separation from the gopis, Srimati Radha. And I know the amount of love which I have, gopis have for me is far more than the love which I have for the gopis. So you go console them. I am crying separation from all the gopis, all the Rajavasis. Just imagine how much the Rajavasis will be experiencing separation from me. You should go. You go there and then make them peaceful. Immediately, Radharani remembers that. You said Uddhava, on the way to teach us speculative knowledge. And now, you yourself are speaking this knowledge to us. And the speculative knowledge, Jnana Yoga. You see, our mind doesn't accept it. You might have spoken to Arjuna. Arjuna became peaceful, but you did not understand. Arjuna's cry was for relatives, but our cry is for you. Both cries are not the same. You thought it is Kurukshetra, Arjuna cried, I speak Bhagavad Gita. And you thought, we gopis, we are also crying it is Kurukshetra, I should speak Bhagavad Gita. But that's not going to work. Because Arjuna's cry was different, our cry is different. Our cry is actually for you. And Arjuna's cry is for, actually Uddhava came and he saw Brajavasis. And they were all crying separation from Krishna. The gopis were crying separation from Krishna. And Krishna told Uddhava, go and console them by speaking transcendental knowledge, by asking them to participate in Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga, all these things. And Uddhava saw, these gopis are crying for Krishna. And if I go and tell them, don't cry, it is the greatest sin on the planet. Because the perfection of life is to cry for Krishna. And the gopis have attained the perfection of life, that is crying for Krishna. And I am going and telling them, don't cry, it's the greatest sin. So I am not. So now when you are speaking, this pravachan you gave Krishna, that pravachan was actually not pravachan. Poison was oozing out of your mouth. We will not accept it. In my mind, there is no place for any kind of speculative knowledge, not for Jnana Yoga, not for Dhyana Yoga. You see, you know me very well, but still you are instructing about Jnana. Is it right or what? Morai che kahite na yudhai. The way you are speaking to us, you spoke Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna, that is different, but you are speaking all these things to us. Is it proper or what? What kind of person you are? Then she further says, Chitta kadi tumara haite, Vishaya chahi lagaite, Yatta karina ka kadivare, Tara dhyana siksha kara, Loka hasana mara, Sthana sthana na kare vichar. See, you told, withdraw your mind from all material objects and contemplate, engage in spiritual life. You see, Krishna. The kind of advice what you are giving us, you should have thought. Our mind is not absorbed in material life at all. And our mind is totally absorbed in you. For a person whose mind is absorbed in material life, you can go and tell, see, meditate, do dhyana yoga, remove your mind from the sense objects. and applying transcendence on Atma. You can tell like that. But our mind is totally absorbed in you. And you tell that you do meditation, it is a great sin on your part to tell to do meditation for us. What kind of meditation we can do? We tried out. We tried a lot to forget you, but we could not. We meditated so that we can forget you. Because the moment we see anything in nature, we immediately remember the past times. And it drives us so much bad, the amount of separation from you, the tira, tapa, becomes so much that we just cannot live our life. So for some peace, we want to meditate on something else. We tried our best, but it was not possible. And to such gopis, who after trying so much to meditate on something else, they could not, you are telling them to meditate. So these are instructions which you are giving. It is actually your harshness, it is hard-heartedness. Your instruction to me to meditate on something else is actually, it is simply a waste of time. Not only waste of time, by speaking these words, oh please don't cry. You meditate so that you can become peaceful. By speaking like that, you are killing us. It is not very good on your part to think that we are the Yogya Patras for these kind of instructions. Sthana, kara, vichara. You should have meditated, you should have some vichara, you should have some sense. You are speaking all these things, these instructions to us who are totally, completely drowned in love. A person who is not able to meditate on you, you should tell them, go do Ashtanga, meditate on you. But for a person who is completely 24 hours, they just cannot live without you, just cannot live without thinking about you. You are haunted us. And to such a person who said, do dhyana yoga, sthana kara vichara. Then these gopis say, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Radharani says, Nahi gopi yogeshwara. Pada kamala tamar dhyana kare pabe santosha. Okay, even though we try our best, okay, we start doing dhyana yoga and meditate on your lotus feet. Right? When you meditate on your lotus feet, Krishna, do you think we will be happy with the meditation? No. Tumhara vyakhya pari pati tara madhye kuta nati suni gopirara bada dosha. When teaching the gopis about these meditations, it's your duplicity, it is putanati. You know very well. Our love for you is so much that we just cannot, even for a second, forget you. And to such people you are instructing like this, it is just your duplicity. When you tell that we should go and practice dhyana yoga, we are not satisfied by this thing. Rather, your pravachan, which you gave just now, it is making us our bada rosha. It is going to increase our rosha. It is going to just increase our anger. So Sri Archana Thakur quotes a very beautiful verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita by Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur. Kaivalyam narakayate tridasha pur akash pushpayate. So this Kaivalya is actually naraka. Durtandrindriyakala sarpa pradipari podadamshprayate. This monastic philosophy, it is like, it is hellish. The mystic yoga is actually so much tormenting to the devotees. So and now here Krishna is talking to them about practicing jnana and jnana to his gopis. And just imagine how much anger the gopis is experiencing, Radharani is experiencing. Then further Sri Radharani says, Dihasmati Nanyara Samsara Kope Kahatar. And you told what? By meditating on lotus feet, my dear gopis, you can cross over the ocean of samsara. Sansara Kupapadito Tarnavalambam. You are drowned in the well of samsara, samsara gopa. By meditating on my lotus feet, you will cross over samsara. You will get out of the samsara gopa. Then Narayana says, what samsara gopa? Dehasati Mahaya. So, forget about samsara. We don't even know that our body exists. Completely our body, mind is completely offered to you. Deha smriti nahi yaar. We don't even have, we are conscious, we are not even conscious of our bodies. And now sansara ke upar kahan tana ho. For such people who don't even know that their body exists, where is sansara for them? Ta hai chahe then what is the question of they wanting to get out of sansara? There is no sansara for them. Yes, they are drowned, not in just the well of sansara, not in the well of viraha pupa. They are drowning in the ocean of viraha. Viraha samudra jale, kamatmingala gele. See, we are now drowning in the ocean of saga, ocean of viraha saga. Ocean of separation, ocean of experience of separation from you. We are drowning in that. And in the ocean, what is there? Timingala is there. And what is the Timingala? That Timingala is that extreme desire to associate with the Krishna. Kama Timingala gele. They are swallowed by the Timingala. Gopigala neha. Hey Krishna, you want to take us out of this sansara bhuka. Now we request you, you take us out of this viraha sadhana. And it is swallowed by this timingala, kama timingala, to attain you, to have association with you. Now you deliver us. And the only way you can do is that come to Vrindavan, associate with us, do us. Krishna told, yes, now I am here, we can do it here only. No, not possible. What is Maharaja says? Vrindavana Govardhana Yamuna Purina Vana Sei Kunjay Rasadi Kalila Sei Vrajega Vajajana Mata Pita Bandhu Gana Bhadajenta Kemone Parasila Vrindavana Govardhana. You see Krishna, it's amazing that you forgot Vrindavan. You forgot Govardhana. You forgot Yamuna, you forgot Kunja, Rasadila, you totally forgot everything. Say Vrajera, Vrajajana, you forgot Vrajajana. Forget about that, you forgot our gopis. You forgot your own father, your own mother. Bandhugana, Bada Chitta, Kyamari Parasya. How could you do that? When Yashoda was just 1 second late to feed you milk, you are trying and doing and I know very well that when your friends were not seen by you, you became very upset. You were completely going here and there. And now what happened to you? Such people who are so much engrossed in your love. And so much you are engrossed in their love. How did you even give it up? And it says, Vidagda Guru Sapuna Sushila Sikna Karuna Tumi Tamar Nahi Dosha Bhasha. Krishna, you are such a gentleman and you have so many wonderful qualities. Sadhguna, you are Sushila, well behaved, Snigdha. Tumi Tamar Nahi Dosha Bhasha. In you there is no question of any tinge of fault. Tabe Tumar Mana Nahi Sware Rajajan Seyama Durdhai Varila. Yet your mind doesn't even remember us. This is only a misfortune, what can we do? Nagani apana dukha. Okay, I am talking about my own dukha. What is the problem? Dekhi Vrajavasi mukha. But when I see the Vrajavasis who are just experiencing so much of separation from me, they have not even drunk a drop of water after you. Vrajajana Hridaya Vihare. All the Vrajavasis, their heart is completely shattered. Kiva Mara Vrajavasi, Kiva Jiayo Vasyasi, Keno Jiayo Dukha Sahibhare. Then Srimati Radharani says, I wonder whether you want to kill us all at once or what? Is that your desire? Do you want that enliven us by coming here? Why are you keeping us alive in separation, condition of separation? Better you kill us. Or you just tell, I'm not going to come, we'll die. And you just told once when you are leaving, I'm coming back. And that is when you are starting. So, Tumhari Anyamesha. Then Krishna told her, no, I am here, man. You are all invited. Be happy. Why are you crying now? You are all in front. I am in front of all of you. Then Radharani says, though you are the same Krishna, yes. Tumhari Anyamesha. You are Tribhanga Lalita. You are Tribhanga Lalita. When did you start standing straight? Krishna in Vrindavan is always Tribhanga. In Dwaraka is straight. What happened to you? That Tribhanga Lalita is not there. That beauty of Tribhanga is not in this straight form. You are just like a god. What is this? Anya Sangha, Anya Desha. This Anya Desha, this is not our town, it is not our village. Anya Sangha. You see who are there in front of you? Rajajane Babuna Bhai. The Vrajavasis, they are not interested in this form of yours. Even if you come with the Mukuta and 400 or even 200 and then show, I am a king here, they say you get lost. Kamuna Bhai. Vrajabhumi, Sakite, Nare, Tumana, Dekite, Mare, Vrajajane Raki, Haveoka. They cannot leave the land of Vrindavan. Without your presence, now we are all experiencing suffering. They are all dying. What is their condition? Tumi Vrajeva Jivana. See, you are the life and soul of Vrajavasis. Vrajaraja Pranadhana. You are the life and soul of Nanda Maharaj. Tumi Vrajera Sakala Sampada. You are the Sakala Sampada. You are the treasure of all the Vrajavasis. Kripartha Tumara Asi Jyao Rajajana Vraja Uday Karao Nichapada. So you manifest your feet in Vraja. Sunya Radhikaravani Vraja Prema Mane Ani Bhave Vyakulita Dehana Vrajalokera Prema Suni Hapanakarini Mani Kare Krishna Tara Aswasana. When Krishna heard the words of Srimati Radharani, Krishna's love for the Vrajavasis, it was already there but it became so manifest. And his body, mind and all were completely perturbed. The body was shivering, the mind was so disturbed after hearing their love for him. Immediately he started thinking, yes. Naparayam niravajya samyujam vibhudashayapi. I cannot repay the indebtedness which I have to Vrajavasis. Pranapriya Sunu. Krishna starts saying, hey, Pranapriya, Nage, please listen. Pranapriya Suno. Yehi Satyavachan. This Satyavachan, I am speaking a truth. Tumhara Salah Samad Smarane Jhan Mini Ratri Jine. Whole day and night just I think of you and I also cry separation from you. At least you can cry with tears. But in Dwaraka I just cried day and night. But at the same time I cannot. Tears cannot come. Within my heart I used to cry. Mora dukkha jane kono jane. At least you can express if you are distressed, you can express to someone and make your heart like this. But Krishna says, my condition there in Dwaraka, what are you saying? Tumi mora jivana. Vrajavasi yato jana mata pita sakakana. Who are all there? All the Vrajavasis. Sabaya mora pranasama. They are all actually my pranasama. Tarvakye Gopigana, among all the Vrajavasis, Gopigana, they are gopis are the topmost. Sakshat Mora Jivana. These gopis are Sakshat Mora Jivana, my life. Tumi Mora Jivana. You are the life of my life. Krishna, this is Jagannath is speaking to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is all happening in front of Rath Yatra. So when you are attending the Rath Yatra, you are supposed to meditate on this. Everything, so many things are going on. But what matters is meditation. What you are meditating is important. So on the day of Rath Yatra, this is the meditation which will go on. Jagannath is there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there. And Mahaprabhu is speaking to Jagannath, the mood of Radharani. And Jagannath is speaking, completely being captivated by the love of Srimati Radharani. What is he saying? Tumhara savara prema rase, amake karir vase. Hey, Radhe. Your love has completely brought me under your control. I am tumhara adhina keval. I am totally under your adhina. I am totally under your control. Tumhara jhanana ama dura deshana rakhiya che yurteva to do? My separation from you and residence in the place have occurred due to my misfortune. I went to Dwaraka, leaving all of you. It is my misfortune. Krishna himself feels unfortunate for being Priya Priya Sangha Hina, Priya Priya Sangha Vina, Nahi Je Ye Satya Pramana. It is very difficult for a woman to be separated from a man to be separated from a woman. Neither you can live, neither we can live in the same way. My situation is that I just cannot live without you. What to do? Sei Sati Premavati, Premavan Ekati, Vyogaye Vanche Priya Nagane Apana Sukha, Vanche Priyajana Sukha, Seidui Vile Acharite. This is actually love. When a chaste wife and husband, they just desire each other's welfare in separation. They do not care for personal comfort. They just meet, just for giving pleasure to each other. Hey Radhe, you are like that. I know that in my absence, you just cannot live even for a moment. You just kept on living just because of one desire that I should be happy. When Krishna comes, when I come, if I am not there, what is going to happen to Krishna? He will become sad with that one desire to please me in your existence. And you be worshipping Narayana for my case, for my hero Narayana. So by his merciful potency, no, I came to Vrindavan every day to enjoy my pastimes. I went into Vrindavan Dham. Thus you can always feel my presence there in Vrindavan. Moro Bhakya Moksha. Our life affairs is more powerful because of good fortune. My Lord's case, we met. This allows me to come there unseen by others. I hope that very soon I am visible to everyone. So Krishna says, I have come anytime, invisibly. Now, being visible to everyone, I can come one day or other. So just give some more time. Many demons were killed by me. There's some more demons who are just, more demons are there left. Once I kill all those demons, and after finishing my duties, soon I'll come back to Vrindavan. Please know, it is for certain. Janiyam Nischay, Ami Janiyam Nischay. Sri Shatrugana Haite. All the Shatrus are there. Rajajana, Rakite. I wish to protect all the inhabitants of Vrindavan from the attacks of the enemies. That is why I remain in my kingdom. After some time, when all the demons are killed, I am just going to come back soon to Vrindavan. Tumhari prema guna karyama karshana anive amagina dasha visho. And just question of 10-20 days, that's all. Your love for me is so much that it has captivated me. It will definitely bring me back. Your love will bring me back to Vrindavan in just a question of 10-20 days. Then every time, what we do? Punaha asya Vrindavanam vrajavadu tumasange vasiva. So it will say pastimes. Just question of few days, I am going to. In this way, speaking to Srimati Radharani, Krishna became so much anxious to come back to Vrindavan. And where is the Vrindavan? Mora Mana Vrindavan. So by expression of our eagerness to meet Krishna, our heart becomes Vrindavan. And Krishna develops that eagerness to come to Vrindavan, that is your heart. So then, Krishna, Braja, Aite, Satrishna, became completely Satrishna. He became completely captivated, anxious. So much anxious. He thought, I want to come back to Vrindavan. Ishto Sonarada, Kandila Sakalabala. Then he made Radharani listen to one shloka by which she would again Krishna. She became very assured that Krishna is going to come. Then what is the words Krishna spoke? Mai bhaktirhi bhutanam amritattvaya kalpate dishtyaya asim sneho bhavinam bhavana. Krishna said, Bhakti unto me is the only way to attain. There is no other way other than bhakti to attain me. Always, whatever love and affection, whatever you showed, is actually my good fortune. For me, a good fortune, that is the only reason by which I am becoming bhakti. So bhakti is such a wonderful thing. And you have shown that bhakti. You have shown that prema. That love which you have shown, that has captivated me, and for which I will come. Krishna did not say, you will come to me. Krishna did say, I will come to you. So when he came as Lord Ram, did Sita come to Ram? No, Ram went to Sita. Twice, to get married, and Ram took her, then also Ram went to Sita and met her. In this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sits in his room with Sultan and takes the topics of these verses day and night. Day and night. This happened exactly in front of us. And the same topic, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he used to discuss with Sultan. So that is called dancing. The one is called dancing for ecstasy, other is dancing in ecstasy. So if you made it on this thing, then you will dance in ecstasy. Otherwise you will dance in the way. That's also fine. Something is happening. But a lot of meditation is required. His mind was totally, completely engrossed. Shloka padi nache Jagannath mukha. He danced and recited these verses in front of Jagannath. Surga Goswami Bhagya Naya. Nobody can even describe the Bhagya, the fortune of Swarup Damodar, because he's hearing all these verses. That means anybody who hears these verses, speaks these verses, their Bhagya cannot be described. Prabhu te avishtahana kaya mana vakya mana, kaya vakya mana. And for this, Swarup Damodar's mind was completely absorbed in serving Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body, mind and speech. So anybody who hears these verses also will get the same fortune, that their mind will be totally engrossed, words will be engrossed, body will be engrossed into Krishna consciousness. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's senses became identical with the senses of Swarup Damodar. Swarupa Indriya Prabhu, Nijendriya Guna. The sense of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was identical with the senses of Damodar. That means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's bhava totally entered in Swarup Damodar. So anybody who hears these verses, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's bhava entered in them. That is why Avishtahana Kare Dana Swaran. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to become completely absorbed. So when you are hearing these verses, contemplating on these verses, Jagannath, the mood of Jagannath, then Mahaprabhu's mood will be completely engrossed in you. And when you sing, then what happens? When you sing some songs for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to become totally absorbed in tasting singing of Sultan. It's like that. Anybody who reads this prasanga, Mahaprabhu's mood will be superimposed on the heart. And from that heart, when you sing, then Mahaprabhu will be absorbed in the singing. That is the way to attract Mahaprabhu. Bhave Ravishta Prabhu Bhumite Vishya. In that bhava, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just will fall down. Tarjani Bhumite Lige Adhunuktaha. And what you should do? Tarjani with this finger, index finger, you go on right on the ground. So in this way, sometimes the devotee will see, oh, Mahaprabhu is letting the finger on the ground. He may injure the finger. So the Damodar will check him. No, don't try it. You blood will flow. This is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Swarup Damodar enacted the pastimes in front of Rath-yatra. So Rath-yatra, there are so many wonderful preparations go on, making go for Jagannath, organizing Rath-yatra, bringing the decorating the raising funds. So all kinds of different activities go on. And the extent which is going on, that's important. Right? To bring enthusiasm in that, more enthusiasm in that. What is supposed to do? We're supposed to read these chapters. This chapter, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how he is dancing in front of God. If you read this chapter, then the bhava which Mahaprabhu had for Jagannath, that bhava will manifest in God. So that is how there are two tracks in which we prepare for festivals. One track is the external track, where do all this organization. Thousands of people are going to come. And we're going to feed them Krishna Prasad, organizing that, all this to do. At the same time, this is the one track, the external track. What is the internal track? That is being Krishna conscious. So how do you be Krishna conscious? By serving Krishna, by studying Chaitanya. So this is how I want all of you to study Chaitanya Charitamrita and then make your Yatra festival very successful, intern, lively, successful. So by the blessings of Jagannath, we have restarted our Sunday English program with a big bang. So the time should go on banging every Sunday. It's not that this one Sunday, first time we come, or we're nice and everything, or we'll be sometimes later, next week, not like that. Now, the formula is, what is the formula? Those who are sitting here, each one will bring one. What is the formula? Each one bring one. So that this hall becomes full, then it explodes. This Bhakti all explodes into Balaji hall. So you have Balaji hall, ground floor temple, a bigger hall. So that's the goal. Let us see when we are going to achieve that goal. When?
Very soon.
This is diplomatic answer. The idea of marriage is don't try to fool me. I'm not just for other person here. Yes, tell a date. When it will explode. Oh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. By Gaur Purnima, the hall should explode. Okay, by Gaur Purnima. And what is the formula for that? Each one bring one. At least a ghost. You don't find any human being a ghost. Okay? Somebody can say ghost is scared. Get somebody. So they can get contact with Krishna, Kirtan and Prasadam and their beauty. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj, for such a wonderful class, for taking us to Vrindavan.
That means you don't want them to ask any questions. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, any questions? Anyone? Please do not hesitate. You can ask any question, Maharaj. You can take up one or two questions.
Oh, the performance is there, the children. It's not. So how many of you are going to accept this formula? Each one bring one. Oh, good. That means next time the sadhana should be. Not that you send somebody and you don't come. It's not. Many young people. Say, I went last time. You go. It's not each one send one. It's all bring one. Okay.
We'll chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, expressing our gratitude towards Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you, Maharaj. Next, we have drama by children of nice team enacting the pastimes of Lord Jagannath.